They bamboozled us. In a surprising turn of events, the Lost Ark December update included a surprise message that instead of the Summoner coming out when the Western game releases, it's actually going to be the Sorceress, which is the most recently revealed class over in Korea. That's right, we are getting the most recently released class for the Western release. So we're going to go over this article real quick. Should only take me a couple minutes, and in the background I will play the Heroes of Arcadia Sorceress episode as well as some Sorceress footage. And if you want to see either of those clips that I'm playing without my narration, I will link them down in the description, along with some other cool stuff. So it says Heroes of Arcadia. As we move towards the launch, we have an exciting announcement to make about Lost Ark's starting class lineup. When Lost Ark launches in early 2022, the new Sorceress class will be available to players. The Sorceress will replace the previously included Summoner class in our starting class lineup, and the Summoner will instead come to Arcadia at a later date. The Sorceress wields powerful magic based on 3 elements, fire, ice, and lightning, with spells that can deal area damage. They can easily handle multiple enemies, helping them dominate the battlefield. Some of the Sorceress abilities include Incinerate. Drop a meteor fragment from the sky to inflict damage on enemies. A giant pillar then rises from the target, launching foes into the air and explodes, dealing even more damage. That sounds fucking nuts. Frost Explosion. Frost bursts from the body, dealing damage and causing chill status, reducing attack and movement speed by 60%. Ice Arrow. Fire ice arrows, piercing foes and dealing damage. This also grants chill status, slowing targets' attack and movement speed by 60% for 6 seconds. And then lastly, Lightning Burst. Fire lightning to attack enemies. This grants electrocution status, dealing additional damage. So it sounds like this class is going to be based on applying a number of different statuses that are going to have different effects on enemies. I'm sure you'll be able to combine them in some pretty potent ways, and yes, I will be covering this class a little bit more in detail in the future since it is coming to NA. So it says starting class lineup. Our version of Lost Ark will still include 15 classes at launch, with additional classes coming to the game in future updates. When working with Smilegate RPG to select the starting class lineup, we considered the following criteria to ensure that our lineup was balanced with a little something for everyone. So it says new and familiar. While our version of Lost Ark does not yet contain all 20 plus classes, we wanted to ensure that we included content that is new and exciting alongside some old favorites of players. Sorceress is the newest class to be added to Lost Ark, having launched in Korea in August 2021, so we're very excited to be able to share this class and the Striker class with our players. A wide range of playstyles. It was important to us to ensure that we included a wide range of classes to suit the many ways that people like to play. While there are plenty of ways to DPS, we also made sure to include multiple support classes, Paladin and Bard, so that support players could have more options at game launch, as opposed to launching with just a single support class as the game has in other regions. And then they talk about gender-locked classes. From the earliest days of Lost Ark's announcement in the West, we heard players' feedback about gender-locked classes loud and clear. While not every class in game currently has a male and female counterpart available, we wanted to be sure to include those that do early on. In the future, Smilegate RPG will be creating more counterparts for classes that are still gender locked, and we will bring those to Arcadia in time. So this sounds to me like any of the classes that release over in Korea that are a counterpart to a currently gender locked class, sounds like we're going to get them at the same time, which is fucking tight. And they also say this won't be our only update in December, so stay tuned for more updates later this month. And you can be sure that I'm going to be covering that on the channel here as well. So if you're interested in that, be sure to drop a sub down below. And beyond that, if you did like this video, drop me a like, helps the algorithm out a ton, so I do appreciate it a lot. But that's it for now. I'll talk to you next week's video. Peace.